Hey, welcome back to this channel. In this lesson, we shall learn about Excel tables, which were introduced in Excel 2007. Please open a file called Inventory 5 from the Session 1 Sample Files folder. Now, this is the data we've been dealing with in the previous lessons. I'm sure you're conversant with it. Now, click inside the data and let's convert this range into an Excel table. Now, locate the Insert tab at the top, Tables group, and then select Table. Okay, the Create Table dialog box appears. So look at what the dialog is telling us. Well, it has selected the data for us. Why? Because we had clicked inside the range. So it says my table has headers. There's a tick. Does our table have headers? If it does, then make sure to leave the tick or the checkbox selected. These are the headers. If it has no headers, then untick. But in our case, our table has headers, so I will click OK. Okay. Now, I want you to scroll down the table and notice the sticky headers at the top, right here. Notice how they replace the column labels as you scroll down. See, these are the sticky headers. Okay, that is one of the advantages of using an Excel table as compared to an Excel range, because as you scroll down, the sticky headers remain visible. You do not have to freeze panes like we do in a normal Excel range. Okay, now let us activate the total row. Now in Excel tables, there is an automatic way of adding totals at the bottom. Now click inside the table, and then you will see the Table Design tab at the top. If you're using older Excel versions, you will see Table Tools, and then therein you will find the Design tab. But in newer versions of Excel, like 2021 and Microsoft 365, which I'm using, you will see the Table Design. Now, under the Table Style options, please select the total row. Okay, please expand that column so that you can see, you can auto-fit the invisible data. Right, so you can see the total row has been added at the bottom. The total row can be turned off and back on. See? Okay, now look at the total at the bottom. By default, when you add a total row, the summation of the rightmost column is added at the very bottom, the rightmost column. However, you can add the sums to the neighboring columns as needed by using the drop down and then select sum. That is if you need to do that. Okay, I'll delete that. Or you can even scroll to the left or scroll to the right, like you do in the normal Excel range. But let's observe this. Click inside. Please click inside the total, and then notice the drop down. Look at the different functions that exist. Now let's select average, for example. See, the average of the data above is calculated. The sum is now calculated. So be careful. So make sure to always check this to confirm that the right function is being used before you submit your report to your supervisor. Okay, now that will be enough for this lesson. In the next lesson, we shall learn more about Excel tables, and don't forget to contact me in case you need some in-house trainings, workshops, off-site training, one-on-one training. I also do Excel models. I train Power BI, and I also train how to use Excel for business intelligence. using Power Pivot and Power Query. That's enough for today. I'll see you in the next lesson.